afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming by. Hope of Winston-Salem's new operations facility. My name is Scott Best. I am the executive director here of Hope of Winston-Salem. We're an organization focused on the intersection of children's health and food insecurity. The building right behind me has been a long time coming, but it's here, and we're very excited to be part of the Boston-Thurman neighborhood and doing a lot of great things with this building and with a lot of the support here in the neighborhood. A couple quick things. I do want to send a big shout out, Bloom Construction, for putting all these walls and the roof together here. Fantastic job. I also want to give a quick shout out and thank you to Councilmember Adams, as well as the Boston-Thurman Neighborhood Association. You have shown amazing patience and amazing gratitude and generosity with working with us and talking with me and getting me involved here in the neighborhood. So thank you very much. I'm going to turn it over. We've got a few people that'll be saying a few words, and then we'll get back to having some fun. So again, welcome everyone, and thank you so much for inviting Hope of Winston-Salem into the Boston-Thurman neighborhood. I introduce Councilmember Dee Dee Adams to say a few words.
Hi, everybody. I'm like the Mayor Pro Tem. I'm not going to keep y'all out here in the sun because it's hot. But thank you all so much for coming out. This is what happens when public-private partnership come together and collaborate on a good thing. Again, we all know there are the people that are the naysayers and didn't like it, didn't want it, couldn't understand why. But for those of you that know me, I've been doing this one for a while when it comes to food security in our city. When we can't get grocery stores to come to our communities because they say, quote unquote, the numbers don't work, then we got to start thinking, out of the box. Out of the box was, I thought, why not hydroponics, aquaponics facility in a community that has no grocery store? And with that, hopefully we can spur some young entrepreneurs and urban farmers and some other folk. And I could not have done this again without hope and the vision that they had about their engagement in the communities when it comes to food. I couldn't have done this without Boston-Thurman, the Neighborhood Association, because I had to get their buy-in first. And then I had to work on some other people. But I just want you guys to understand that I know it's taking a while. It took a while for this. It took a while for that. But this land that this facility is on, both of them is parkland. And you just can't come and decide overnight you're going to build something on a municipal government's whatever parkland. So we had to work through that. But as you can see, we got it done. I'm hoping that you guys will continue to support Hope, volunteer through your gifting and anything else. And I also need you to volunteer with the Boston-Thurman neighborhood on their initiatives to do what they're going to do in the future coming. Again, I want to recognize Senator Paul Lowe that's here with us today. And we also have Ben Rao, our assistant city manager, as well as other city staff. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Councilmember Adams. Next, I would like to introduce, she's actually coming on this side, Pat Caldwell with the Boston-Thurman Neighborhood Association.
Good afternoon, and thank you for coming. I'm so happy that this day has come. We're very excited about Hope and all of the things that it has brought to our community, and we're looking forward to a longer relationship, teaching healthy eating in lieu of the many things that's going on. We have been designated a purpose-built community, and we're very excited about that. Will bring a lot of promising things: housing, education, healthy living. So all of these things that we're excited about. We could have not done any of this without the community, the residents, the stakeholders, and city government. So we welcome you. We look forward to working with you. And also, I'd like to introduce Sandy Stinson. Has done a lot of work and is on the board of Hope and has worked diligently to get this done. So we're looking forward to partnership and working to make everything happy, volunteering, Volunteering is very important because without volunteers, none of this would happen. So we're trying to get the younger youth to understand that you got to give something to get something. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Pat. Finally, we'd like to hear some words from one of our founders of Hope of Winston-Salem. May I introduce Judge Ben Tennille.
Well, thank y'all for coming today. I want to follow up on what Council Member Adams had to say earlier. This facility that we're opening today is a product of the entire Winston-Salem community coming together. We've received help from every corner of the community. We stand on ground provided by the city. Mayor Pro Tem Burke and Councilmember Adams shepherded this project through the City Council. Councilmember Adams deserves special recognition for having the vision that she could put the hydroponics and Hope side by side, and together we could do more than each of us could do individually. The money for this was not easy to raise, but this entire community came together from all sorts of different places. We got money, a large sum of money from the Richard Marie Reynolds Foundation. We got contributions from Kate B. Reynolds Charitable Trust, the BB&T Foundation, the Reynolds American Foundation, the James G. Haynes Memorial Fund, the John Wesley and Anna Hodgin Haynes Fund, the Annie Bennett Glenn Fund, the Madeline and Kirk Glenn Family Fund, the Ronald McDonald House Charities of North Carolina, the Cannon Foundation, Blue Cross Blue Shield, SunTrust, Bank America, Lowe's Foundation, the Tom Davis Fund, the Strickland Family Fund, Ben and Sally Sutton. We've had huge help from Second Harvest and from Vernon Foods, and the Kaplan Education Megastore has been a great help in putting the children's section together. So all parts of this community have come together to make this happen. We are dependent on the faith communities. Here we have about 70 faith organizations that help us not only with money but with the volunteers that really make this work on a daily basis. And we wouldn't be here today if it weren't for the initial contribution that Centenary Methodist Church made to get this started. They gave us the money to really operate for the first year and deserve credit for that. The colleges and universities here, Wake Forest University, Winston-Salem State, and Salem, all provide students to help with what we're doing. Lambert Architecture and Frank Bloom had an awful lot of patience over a long period of time waiting for us to get started, but they've done a fantastic job in designing and building the building. What I hope is when you see the Hope trucks pull out of here on the weekend going to serve the children at the 29 sites that we serve, that you'll remember that this is a part of the whole community coming together. This is what it took, was everybody doing their part to make this work and to continue to make it work. The staff and the people here at Hope are dedicated to improving the lives of our most valuable asset, and that's the lives of our children. So we look forward to working with you and being in this community.
All right, thank you very much, Judge Tennille. That brings us to the fun part of the agenda. We are going to have Hope of Winston-Salem board members and staff, as well as my friends right behind me. We're going to do a little bit of ribbon cutting. All right, thank you so much.